It's much more profitable for people, well, everyone really, if you're convinced that this is what a glow up looks like. But really, a glow up kind of looks a little something like this. Hi girls, welcome back to Boss Girlified. It is your girl Tima, and I'm going to be taking you guys through my whole entire shebang. Glow up routine. My glow up routine does encompass fitness, okay? I'm still working on a fitness vlog. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to go about doing that. This is going to be a well-rounded glow up routine focused on anti-inflammation, healthy habits, and truly getting your bang for your buck, because a lot of beauty is truly internal in what you eat and your habits, which a lot of people don't want to talk about because, you know, it doesn't sell products. Because at the end of the day, products can only enhance what's already there. Just saying. We are about to go to the store. This is the little fit I have for today. And by the way, look at my freaking hand chain. I'm like low-key so obsessed with hand chains now. I reopened my Depop, so if you want a custom hand chain by me, just go check out my Depop. I'm gonna spray some perfume on, of course, my lovely sticky dates while it's still technically winter. We're gonna go to Natural Grocers. That's like my favorite grocery store to go to because they have a lot of really organic, healthy stuff. They have a lot of gluten-free options and a lot of like probiotic options. So I'm gonna get some cottage cheese. I like to get a probiotic one because I'm trying to do no dairy, no gluten, no sugar. And every time, you guys, oh my God, by the way, let me just say, every time I go cold turkey, when I do cheat and give myself a cheat item, I have the worst allergies ever. Like even right now, the back of my throat, if you have allergies, you know this feeling, but the back of my throat feels like there's constantly something in it right now. Like I keep sneezing, like I have to hold back a sneeze constantly throughout the day. And I just did my makeup and it looks so good and I'm not trying to mess it up. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get back on cold turkey. I kind of cheated last night. My boyfriend and I went out, but besides the point, we're going back. We might as well do a little detox. I'm gonna show you guys my anti-inflammation tea. And yeah, we're gonna become even more tea. All right, let's go. Girlies, we have pulled up to Natural Grocers. Literally my favorite place on earth. I'm gonna get some kale for my green juice. I'm gonna get some beets for another juice I'm making because I'm super iron deficient. I also found these organic kiwis I'm gonna use for my juice. Some green apples to sweeten everything up. This is my favorite aisle in the whole store. I'm lazy and I don't feel like actually making juice. I'll usually get these Evolution juices. This one is really good. But no matter what, I come for these. I'm probably gonna make some tacos for dinner and these are perfect for tacos. They're really, really good. These are the best tortillas I've ever had. So these freaking waffles, they're gluten-free. They are so good. Like, they are the best gluten-free item I've ever tried. So these are the cottage cheese I usually get. I usually either get the Nancy's or the Good Cultures, but I'm gonna get this today. This butter is really, really good. It's literally just like butter. Also, I almost always get kimchi when I come. Kimchi is just wonderful for so many reasons. Y'all, this tuna has to be one of the most expensive tunas I've ever bought, but when I tell you guys it's worth every penny, this shit is so good. I'm not gonna get it today though. They brought back the sweet plantain chips I love so much. I always get a bag or two. So this is everything I got. The grand total was $83, which is so expensive if you consider the fact that I literally got like mostly snacks and kombucha and like a couple fruits and vegetables and like cottage cheese and waffles. But for me, it's so worth it because I feel so much better when I eat foods like this. And you can eat for a lot cheaper than this. Like, you can just avoid the snacks and the kombucha and all that. But and you can also get kombucha for bulk on Amazon, which is what I'm gonna honestly start doing because it's so much cheaper. And I really wish that Costco had that type of kombucha, because I would get it from Costco. It would be so much cheaper. But I like that kombucha specifically because it is made with honey, and I'm trying to do as minimal sugar as possible. So that is the it, girl. Okay, girls, I'm home, and now I'm gonna do some yoga. But before I do that, I'm gonna make some anti-inflammation tea because my allergies have been on a gazillion. This one I got you with the jabata. I know get time, So for my anti-inflammation tea, I use this mixture of ginger, turmeric, and I usually put like key lime in there, as well as apple cider vinegar. The apple cider vinegar wasn't strong enough for me though, so I ended up adding more later. And then I add some cayenne red pepper. This is just to help activate the turmeric, and it's also really good for clearing out your sinuses. I do the same with black pepper. The black pepper basically does the same thing as well. Pink Himalayan salt for some extra electrolytes. And then, of course, more apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is just a miracle for all things health and beauty and wellness. And then I just pour my hot water in there, as well as some honey, and stir it as I drink. And you guys should definitely try this drink out, especially if you have allergies or anything like that. But in general, it's perfect for anti-inflammation. Be warned, though, it's very, very potent, as I'm sure you can imagine. All right, you guys, so this is my famous anti-inflammation tea. It's not the tastiest, but it's actually not that bad to me. I've gotten so used to drinking it that it almost tastes like tahine. Like, it gives me the tahine vibe because of the salt and the key lime and the pepper and the honey. It's a really good mix. It's not too bad at all. It's very potent though. Yeah, this just helps with inflammation. I am extremely inflamed right now, but by the end of the day, I'm gonna be like literally snatched to the gods, like cheekbones lifted up to the heavens because of this drink and this whole like glow up wellness routine that I have going on. And you want to make sure you stir as you go so you don't have a gulp of yummy stuff at the bottom. Now let's get into the supplements I take. These are all the supplements I take every day. And yeah, guys, I'm just messing around with them. I was actually able to stack them, which I was surprised about. But anyway, the first one I've been taking recently is this vitamin D3 from Black Girl Vitamins. And this is obviously just to give you vitamin D3 because, you know, as Black girls, especially if you're a Black girl, we don't get enough vitamin D3 at all because the melanin prevents the sun from penetrating our skin. So we don't get the very essential vitamin D3. I also take quercetin complex. This is the best thing for me as someone with allergies. A lot of medical professionals don't talk about this enough, but this is literally an antihistamine, which basically means it prevents allergies before it starts, and of course inflammation. Iron is so important when it comes to anemia. A lot of us girlies, for some reason, are super anemic, especially when it comes around our period, and it causes us to have like a white tongue and so many other things. And fish oil is like literally an internal skincare routine. Trust me, you guys, take 2 capsules of fish oil a day and your skin will thank you. Your skin will naturally produce healthier oils and will look so much better. And then finally, I take K2 D3. I don't really need the D3, but the K2 is very beneficial as well as someone with allergies and overall immune issues. I just absolutely had to report back to you guys. After I finished my tea, my throat does not hurt anymore, and my throat has been hurting for the past like day or two because of how bad my allergies have been. That's gone. My allergy symptoms because of my supplements is gone. Okay, so it's actually insane. And I feel a lot better, and I'm definitely ready to do a good little yoga flow. So let's go ahead and do some yoga. Even though I weight train about 3 times a week, I still focus on low impact workouts, especially yoga, because it's very, very good for not only getting a quick little light workout in, but also improving posture. Like I said, a lot of y'all are baddies, but y'all be walking around with a hunch. And a lot of that has to do with stress, but yoga really does help with that. And of course, your dog, if you have one, is probably gonna harass you like Luna. But yeah, guys, trust me, I've been trying to do yoga almost every single day for like as long as I can even remember, and it has been so beneficial and literally life-changing. I get so many compliments on how good my posture is, and yoga is to blame for most of that. We cannot talk about a glow up routine without talking about anti inflammatory meals, okay? So, this is my lunch. This is not what I have for dinner or anything like that. I have showed you guys quite a bit of dinner recipes like salmon and purple sweet potato and things like that is usually what I eat at night. But usually for lunch, I have something really simple, easy, quick, like more like snacks mixed together. So, today I had some steamed spinach, some chicken sausage, grapes, and carrots with hummus. The carrots and hummus were so freaking good. I just got the hummus from like Fry's, and it was all super yummy, super filling. I always make sure I have some sort of protein and vegetable and fruit. Carbs I try to avoid because most carbs are like gluten. So the only carbs I really have are like sweet potatoes and rice and things of the sort. But yeah, guys, this is just one example of the anti-inflammatory meals that I make. Now let's get into this juice, y'all. Okay, so this first juice I'm making is beet, carrot, and orange. I ended up adding some lemon as well to just add a little bit more of a zest to it. You guys, this juice was so good. It's also really good for if you're anemic or if you're near your period. It is really, really good for balancing and getting your blood count regular and getting your iron levels super high up. Just make sure that if you make this juice, you wear gloves when dealing with the beets because they will stain your hands and everything around you. But yeah, guys, so this juice, I literally don't have a juicer, and you don't need a juicer to make juice. It's going to be a little bit more of a process to make, but honestly, it took me like 30 minutes for each juice, like including prep and making the juice. So yeah, guys, here I am cutting up some lemons. I cut up some extra ones too because I always make a lemon tea throughout the week, and I just wanted some on standby. The next juice I made was this green juice. I used some green apples, lettuce, spinach, and kale. Just chopped everything up. It doesn't have to be chopped up really nicely or anything. Just big enough and simple enough to where it can all fit in the blender pretty nicely. And it doesn't even have to fit all in one go, and you'll see what I mean here in a second. So now I'm going to use this Ninja blender. I really recommend using a high quality blender if you're going to use it for juice because it's always better and you'll get a lot more bang for your veggies. And I just put as much of the vegetables and apples as I could, as well as some water to help blend it easier. And then I got started with the blending process. You want to kind of push everything down as much as possible with like a spatula or something like that before you start blending. That way you can get the leaves at the bottom, as you guys can see me doing here. Close that up and then blend it up. And then you'll notice it gets a lot smaller after the first blend, and you can just continue to keep adding your fruits and veggies as you would like a normal juicer, and then we'll strain and everything after everything has been blended up. So as you guys can see, I'm just blending everything up all together, and it got really small really quickly. You want to just make sure you have enough water, but not too much water, you guys. I've learned my lesson with that. If you have too much water in there, it will not be concentrated at all. It won't really taste like a juice. You kind of want to have the good and right amount of proportions. So for this green juice, I added a little too much water, and then for the beet juice, I added a little too little water. So you guys will see from my trial and error what that looks like. But yeah, you want to add literally just enough water to where it makes it easier to blend. See how this is it's a little runny, as you guys can see, but it should be a little thicker than that. And then you want to use a bowl and a strainer just to strain out the liquid, which is your juice. And you want to use like a spatula. I would recommend a spatula because it's so much easier, and really press everything out. I would recommend once you do your first round of this with the entire juice, I would recommend you do it once again just to make sure that everything is strained very, very nicely. And yeah, I would also recommend when your bowl gets full, to pour it into the mason jar, you use a funnel or something to do this because it will get messy if not. So yeah, I just did the same process with the beet juice. You also want to make sure that you add the juiciest items at the bottom. For example, the oranges, and they were also really small, so they fit really nicely at the bottom. And then you want to add the harder to blend things like right at the blade. It'll make it a lot easier to blend. And yeah, just blend your heart away, strain everything, and you guys will have the perfect juice. And as you guys can see, the beet juice was a little thick, but I still made it work. So here's my beet juice. And here is my green apple juice. Oh my god, they were both really, really good. I did have to add a little bit of honey to the green juice because I didn't add enough, or I added too much water, but the beet juice was literally perfect, had my skin glowing, and I'm near my period once again, so my skin is very prone to breakouts right now, but my skin has never looked better, and these juices and this whole anti-inflammatory glow up routine is to blame. Alrighty girls, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what are some glow up tips you have in the comments that are slept on. I love you guys so much. Bye.
Make you know say anything when you do, them must comment.